Hi there everyone, this is Ophelia and you're watching the Gamer 50 Plus channel. Welcome to episode 10. We've made it this far to episode 10 and I have been very busy behind the scenes getting things organised for the transition from Survive and Thrive to the state of grace, which is what I'm creating within this Survive and Thrive series. Now, we have some people in the community that need to go. Therefore, tonight I'll be having a look at everybody and seeing who I can replace and if we can afford it. We also have a plague heart to take down that I would like to get rid of and start pushing back against the blood plague. So I think we're starting to get stronger now. We still need to get a trader depot, and all of these things cost us in one way or another. So we have quite a bit to organise. Okay.
We've thrown a hand over here if you're willing to pitch in.
Am I? I don't know. Let me see. Depends what you need. Okay, so all of that sorted itself out. We are in the container fort, if you weren't aware, and this is what our map looks like. I have been very careful and not woken any of these other remaining plague hearts, and the reason is because I want the advantage. So I don't want them attacking me, and therefore quests in the area are really precarious, really dangerous. The rookie mistake. Now, I actually did that as I'm training up some characters to bring into this community. I have a series of Gracies and Graciellas that all have different skills. It's taken a lot of rolling to find them, and I've had to build them in just in standard zone communities briefly to a point where they are going to be approximately, able to handle this zone with where we're at. Okay, so this one is a new one that's just been brought in, a marshmallow who has the hygiene skill. And then we have a Graciella here who has soundproofing. Two skills I really, really like and are very effective, particularly now that we have this new system. And now I do need to replace these people with Graces and Graciellas to achieve my goal. I could just start another community elsewhere, of course. I do have enough of them. I think I've got 10. So I have acquired quite a lot of Gracies and Graciellas. Just give me one moment and I will be back with you. I just have something quickly to sort out here. Hi everyone, sorry about that. Okay, just having some kind of mini disaster at this end here. So all good, all sorted. We're still in one piece. I might just have to pause though if this gets a little out of hand. I've got a very frisky cat. I have a new cat, and he has a friend outside who's very frisky at the moment and causing them, they're acting a bit wild rather than domesticated right now. It's really frustrating, but yeah, you be a good boy. Stay there, please. Okay? He just jumped up and knocked some stuff down. That's basically. Oh, goodness me. So, needs a babysitter, I think, while I'm trying to do things. Anyhow, he was watching cat TV earlier. Cat TV is the best thing. Loves it. Loves cat TV. And there's another one which is Relax Your Cat, and it actually helps them, to go to sleep. So if they are frisky, helps them to go to sleep. But there's something going on. There's another cat outside, so it's not just the one he knows. It's another one as well, and they act out. It's just, I think they're probably coming up to breeding again. They've got some unfixed animals running around. Anyways, back to it. What was I trying to do? I was attempting to get my thoughts together again. So all these people are, okay, this one has just come into the community. So I brought her in because of this trait, and which gives us some protection against the blood plague, and of course gives us a little bit of extra influence on a daily basis. So that's helpful. That little bit of influence and a little bit more money for the community. And our current leader is a trader, and I did that because we lost Grace, who was our builder leader. So this one here has got to go. He's got some not so desirable traits as far as I'm concerned, and he's here because we needed someone with computing, but I can replace him. I have this other Grace here who's a pathologist, so I've got a few. I've got, 3 now, I think. And Drew, I think, not too bad, has pharmacology. So I don't have a pharmacologist yet. But
I'm so glad I met you.
Not in the Graces, I don't. I can in fact show you who I do have to bring into the community, and let's do that now. Let me just hop out and I will show you what I've got, and you might find it interesting to see what I've found. It's quite a thing, trying to make an entire community out of my left button is stuck now. This is a weird night. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, that just got stuck. Okay, that's going to be interesting. That's my fault. I dropped my controller the other day. They don't like it when you drop them. It's definitely time for a new one. This one. I swear I dropped my phone probably, I don't know, several times a day. And luckily I have this phone that it's got this special glass on it, and it'll always land the same way. And the thing is still going. I have dropped it so many times. I don't know what it is. It's probably to do with my age. I'm over 50, but I tend to get sometimes just the fumbles and just yeah. But anyway, I dropped the controller, and it hasn't been quite right since. So I think I'm due for a new one. Anyway, it doesn't show their pretty faces. Unfortunately, that's not working. I don't know why. Anyway, you can have a look to the right. You can see who I've got now. I do have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of them, no less. that I have separately. This is a new one that I got in the past few days. And I brought them into a community and, kind of loaded them up with a bit of stuff. Some of them I have worked skills up, other ones I haven't. That one was in Providence Ridge, my least favourite map. I can't stand Providence Ridge. So I was really, I basically just exited the community as soon as possible. And she's going to go back into another map in maybe Drucker County or something like that. And I will work those skills up a bit higher. But this is a particularly good character. I'm very pleased to find this one because not only does Cutler get the plus 10 max stamina, but the special trait that she has, the hero, like the bonus, is an extra 1 food per day, which gives her a total of 3 food per day that she can bring into any community. So I was absolutely stoked to find this Grace McCormick. So when you're looking for the same name, you can look for the same name as their nickname, or you can look for the same name as their actual name. So, I decided, well, I mean, how many weeks am I going to spend spinning trying to find someone who's named Grace who has the skills that I'm looking for? It's crazy, So I'm happy for them to have a nickname, and I think that's okay. So, I mean, this one here, she gets morale bonuses for the community for different things. So I was pretty happy with her, and she has the sanitizing machine there too. And also I found a game console. So I'm pretty happy about that. And they're all carrying, this is not a bad little gun. I quite like this little Soviet. It's pretty accurate. I haven't had too much trouble with it, and it's quite powerful. It does a job, Carries lots of bullets, so yeah, that's pretty good. And now this one here is my backup for construction. I already have another person. Grace May is going to be a backup pathologist because the game likes to kill off your medics. If you've noticed, you take your medic out into the field and it goes hard. The game just goes nuts trying to kill you. So anyway, they like to take down the key people in your community that, like your mechanic can fix your cars, and the M's, the mechanic and the medic. It seems to go extra hard on them. This one is a morale person, primarily, right? But also a person who, with dependable friend, can handle minus 60 morale without frustration. Okay, so that is a person for a higher level play as well. Because not only do they bring, with the geek trivia, not only do they bring morale to your community, but they also will not leave if things don't go so well in nightmare or lethal zones. Now, Gracie Parker, we've got a computer person who I was looking forward to bringing in to this community and has been loaded up with a few things. I've got some bouncing Borises there, and we have the pyro. Of course, I got the drop, so I've got this nice little weapon here, which is, it's the equivalent of a light crossbow, really. So, and I just whacked the handmade suppressor on this, but it carries 20 bullets, so yeah, that's pretty good. And we've got the sledgehammer, a heavy weapon there, so I didn't load her up with very much. I just wanted to close down the community and get going. And she's got still a lot of skills to build up. So yeah, we're still going there. So let's go back to this one. Now, Graciela, we've got a surgeon. So we're going to be able to have a pathologist and a surgeon. This one I trained in munitions because I didn't have anybody with munitions. So now Hollywood is going to be a gardener. I could not find a Grace who was a gardener, and I found someone, but the problem was they had too many negative traits, so I just had to bypass. So I found this one called Hollywood, Grace Moran, and she actually can be trained in gardening, so that's the idea there. They've got little G in construction, again a dependable friend. Can handle, if you don't know this trait, then take note because it means they can handle minus 60 morale without frustration. So if things do not go so well in your community, then got the C for charges there as well, very helpful for our endeavour, and I brought some ethanol. So some of these people I'm going to bring in sooner rather than later to replace people that we've already got. We've got a backup marshmallow, a marshmallow with a driving tray. I found 2 marshmallows who were graces. There you go. And I've got this one, Misty, who is a really cool little character, was auto mechanic, and gives us not only morale to the community, but eats less food. So, you know, that is a bonus. So I actually went and got the anniversary cake oven, and if you haven't set off an anniversary cake, you've got to try it. It's really fun. Anyway, that's who I have that I can potentially bring into my community. All right. So, going back to my community. It's thinking about it. Too many actions too soon. So I have 2 isolated plague hearts that I think are safe to take down at this point. And I have a little scent block, so I did have to use.
Folks come over and give us a hand.
So problem with the rookie mistake, it can work out either way. There's a few quests which will cause you to be not only in plague territory, but in a situation where you have to clear out zombies, and you know it mine counted towards. We were just swamped by in another play. Was playing on a standard zone, and I think it was this same one. The same mechanics quest line, but we were totally surrounded by a stack of hordes that came at us, and I had to fight, you know. And the problem was we woke up the plague heart, so what I did was I just killed it straight away. I didn't wait. I just made a safe house as close as possible to where I was, and grabbed a heap of explosives and just went and killed the thing. But the higher the zone, the more difficult that can become, and therefore we're going to have to do sneaky, and I don't want the plague heart to have the upper hand. I want the upper hand. So we have all of these explosives I've been building up, and so definitely the grenades, the frags, will give it a very bad time. So I'm more than happy to chuck some of those in the car, and let's just grab a few other things. I think I have the pyro launcher. I think I have to have a look. No, we're down to. Okay, yeah, we're running out with the pyro. So what have I got on this gun? A handmade brake. Well, let's just grab a stack of explosives, and I'm pretty happy to actually have a go at that plague heart. Let's give it a what for. So I'm gonna put these in the car and get a move on.
What do you call a zombie with no eyes that runs on all fours? Too late, it just killed you. Seriously, I hate the pills.
Hello, freaky zombie.
Are they trying to tell me there's a feral? Yeah, they are. Okay. Just there. And the jug, but
That's one ugly bloater.
the thing is I can get them over the line. So, and just blow them up. Which is the wonderful power of, and you know, these people, I've got everyone equipped with ranged weapons to make sure that they can actually reach from up there. Just make sure that you don't have them silenced, because otherwise they don't have enough range usually. They struggle to actually hit the target. Okay, so what else can I take? Let's just whack a heap of stuff in here, and I'm happy to even take the napalm. Let's just kick it. Let's give them a really good go for going over. What for? It's a what for. We call it a what for, right? I'm not so good with these ones. You have to wait for them to walk on it, so I don't know. Remote box mine, okay, not bad. I can dig that. I can dig a remote box mine, no problem. So, do I have scent lock? Ah, that's a question. Is it in the car? Where is it? Can't see it. I thought I did have it. What's that, a mace? Durable. Oh, it's a bit more durable than the demo hammer, I guess. It's also heavy. Not so keen. Demo hammer's okay. Oh, here we go with a whole batch of them there. Alright, so first things first. That was really loud in my ear. Gunshot. Turn it down a little bit. Alright. Saves my hearing. Okie dokie. So. Now, what have I got over there?
How am I thinking?
I don't know. What are you thinking? I think it is. Oh no. Now I can't remember. My button's broken. Oh, come on. There we go. This is going to be fun with a broken button. Joking, right? Okay, so. I said that to myself. You're joking, right? Yeah, see, we're in straight down the line, red zone. They're going to come in the door and bite me. Someone's going to come in the door and bite me in a minute.
We need support over here right now!
Sounds like somebody's in trouble.
Right.
Fire in the hole!
That's it.
Don't
Did
give
I
that
get it?
screamer a chance to yell.
What a scream around here too. It's all happening. Oh yeah, it's all the way over there. Come on. Alright, so I do need to fuel up. Just make sure. Peg those in and those in. I've just got a full kitty here of all different sorts of explosives. So, do I want to use a heavy weapon? I'm going to avoid even, you know, going in there at all as much as possible. Now, this character is expendable. I do have another computer person, so to bring into this community. So we've got 959 influence. Now, I did play a bit in the background to just organise a few things. So now, let me see, what do I have? I have this Model 8, what is it, 870? Very loud. I don't think I want anything that loud. This is nice and powerful, and I do have 190 bullets. Yay! So, power, yay, nay, you know, not that fussed with it. This one, where was it? Where was it? I like the Deviate. The Deviate is a good little weapon with a when you put a brake on it. This one here, okay. So I'm happy to bring that. That's got quite a bit of power, and let's see how we go. We might actually be able to. Do something to give the play card a bit of a, fright. And shotgun. Don't really want to bring a shotgun. Would much rather just bring a regular gun to shoot the feral in the head. But I guess a shotgun if I need it. Why not then? Could get noisy. Right, I've got a full load.
If you're hearing this, I sure could use some help out here.
Everyone needs help. Guaranteed. Right. So what I am going to put in is that can go back in. I mostly will be using that. So I will keep on me. Let's keep some of those. For now, let's put that away. And I will keep 2 lots of mollies, and I can then put something away. I can pop those back in. So if I need more, I've got them. And it's only just down the road. I don't need the fuel. So we've got the rookie mistake one to do, which maybe, I don't know. We can go do that, then do this on the way back. I need to eliminate the threats over here. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, you know you want to. Follow me. Follow me, follow me. Let's clear this area up a bit. And how much fuel have I got in this guy? Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't hurt to get that cardio up a bit. So we've got a plague heart just across there. It's really not far away.
No way I can fit this.
Oh, whoopsie. What am I thinking? There you are, see? Now it's got me saying it. What are you thinking? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? Hey, Dirtist. I'm going to be crazy and attempt to take down a plague heart. Are you clapping? Oh, you're waving. Hello. Are you ready? I'm going to turn the sirens on and make a whole lot of noise. And it will bring anything that's wandering around. Come on, you little critters. As you can see, that works pretty well. Who needs outpost traps?
Shut up
You're too
already.
slow. No, he's too slow. Can't wait for him. Is that working? Yeah, here he comes. Mission accomplished. Haha! Right. The fence crashes. I got some kind of bounty there. What was that about? I don't know what that was. I forgot. Never mind. Alright. Let's get our plague samples. We need those. I've got 100, but you know, you can make the bulk pack if you get enough of them, so it's good to collect. Alrighty. Handy little vehicle, this one, huh?
We're gonna be overwhelmed here without some backup.
Yep, probably. Okay. Now, so who have we got here? The devoted somebody or others? Well, let's go get those guys. Okay. We shall rescue you. If you're still alive. Oh, if I can even click on the quest. Come on.
We're sending help.
Yes, I'm
Thanks.
coming.
This is kind of urgent, okay?
Yes. And my guy's tired. Wouldn't you know it? Yep. Wakey wakey. Got 2 of those. And that's going to make him more tired, but what can you do? Yeah, I think I'll take the extra 2. Do I need... Alright. Keep one on me. And I've got scent block. Right. That's just out. Oh, wouldn't you know it? I need to fuel up. There's always something, right? There's always something. Okay, let's fuel up and we'll go. So how are you doing there, Dudist? You playing a game tonight at all? Did you watch the Bethesda showcase for the Microsoft with Starfield and everything? Yeah, I'm gonna keep one of those just in case of any craziness. Now, where are these people? They are... Okay, we've got somebody who's a survivor in need. And we've got someone who is, survivor in need. That's a plague heart is just around here. It's not far away.
That plague heart can't be far away. I think
Yeah,
I
I see.
smell it.
Just there. Make sure there's no freak spawns on the road. Sometimes they just show up suddenly. Can't see them until they... Every time something comes... Yeah. Every time something comes up on my screen, it freezes everything. Freezes the entire screen. Wait a second. Where are they? Are they down that road? Yes. Down right at the end. Okay.
Don't let that damn barrel inside! On nobody's goddamn dinner!
I'm almost there.
I'm not going over there.
Zombies in the building!
I can fight them on this side, because it's not play territory. Here come on, you little shit. Jump on. Gotcha. Zephyria has a little bit of Yep. I'll get them on the car, you shoot them. How's that? Deal? Right.
We just gotta keep this up a little longer.
Just got this one to go. Okay. That's it, we're done.
Thank you.
Alright. Sorry about running you
Sure
down,
thing.
but if you
Don't
will
get
run in...
dead.
These guys, they like to run in front of your car. Did you notice that? See how the whole screen just froze up? Killing alien pirates in No Man's Sky. Oh, okay, right. You have got to check out Starfield that's coming up. It is incredible. Wow, 25 years in the making. I was blown away by what they've created. It's absolutely amazing. And I don't get into outer space stuff. I don't really like it. But this I would actually have a go at. I think it looks just amazing, you know. So yeah, that showcase, it's well worth watching just to see, you know. There's a new Fable coming out too. I love
See ya.
Fable.
Let's haggle, okay?
Mm. Whistling Vines. Do I need anything? I don't know. I think I need to manage my community. Yes. Water. I can hear one. Where is it? You gotta watch it because they just jump on you. You know, you're talking to someone, next thing you're being bitten. Oh, okay, it's calling. That's what I think of zombies today. Ay, ay, ay. So, what was I doing? You see, this is it's disturbed me now. Now I was managing my community, wasn't I? That's right. Yep, see? I knew it. I knew it. Everything's coming undone. I have to get in there and make sure that we keep it together. Okay. So, I want to make that, but I need ethanol. Does he have ethanol? I wonder.
Good to see ya. I'm looking to do some trading. Yeah, sure.
No. But the car does need something. Yeah. So I'll fix it and then I'll go get him. I'll go get another one from him. I've got chemicals there. They've got a few things in their shed too. Just fuel or chemicals. Okie dokie. Hello. Where'd you go? Come back.
It's good to see you alive. Got anything useful you're looking to unload? Okay.
Yeah, I just want one. Can I buy one? Yeah. Thank you. That's it. Let's just keep our supply topped up there. Now, typically the game will overload you, so with quests, like just everything at once. So we've still got the car doctors up the road, and which isn't too bad actually, but look where it is. And really, it's very difficult to avoid taking down that extra zombie that wakes up the play card. It can be, yeah, depending on what happens. So, I can go talk to them, or I can just cancel the quest. It doesn't matter. But, as you can see, we have these people here, the scattered survivors, and close by, just over the fence, is this plague heart. And it seems to be isolated, as does this one. It depends how awkward it is as to how easy it's going to be to get it, but I'm totally willing to give it a go because I think we need to start pushing back the territory, and then we've got 3 at a time to do, because the minute we hit one of those or wake one up, it's going to wake the other 2 that are joined. So we've got triplets, right? oh, hang on. Let me read. 260 galaxies as big as the Milky Way. Will never explore an entire galaxy in your lifetime. This is awesome. Yeah, do you mean No Man's Sky or do you mean the Starfield? Starfield, enormous. I couldn't believe the size of that game. It's absolutely huge. It's just, I'm just blown, like my mind is blown. Like somebody's spent 25 years creating a game and it is just huge and it looks beautiful, All the planets are unique and have their own cities and in not only that, in the universe, like in outer space, along the way there are space station cities. Oh, I am not going to do that. So, because I don't want to, I need to snipe. So anyway, yeah, it's just amazing. I'm very impressed. I think it's an incredible game. I don't know how it's going to play. It'll be huge. I mean, 10 points. It's just going to be enormous for your system to run the thing. I mean, how's that going to work for something so big? I just don't know. I mean, my experience of Bethesda games, No Man's Sky. Oh, seriously? Only 7 gig. I haven't tried No Man's Sky. I might have to have a look at that. It kind of the colours were a bit much for me. I found the colours all a little bit much for my eyes, but I might be able to adjust my settings. Okay. So here we are in the danger zone. This character did get tired before, but he is expendable at this stage because I have someone to replace him with. So I'm not too worried. Where did I just go? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I might have just lost the plot there. Hang on. So busy talking about this thing today that I've gone off in another direction. I don't mind. Let's go for a little drive around anyway. Okay.
I better stay on my toes while I'm in plague territory.
There is another way round. It's a bit of a long way, but I don't mind. Let's chat about this. So, No Man's Sky. Yeah, I've seen a few people have played that online, on stream. But as you're saying, if it's one of those enormous games, that's like a long-term play, So. So yeah, we did clean up this zone. This is all pretty good. Burning that gasoline. Yes, that is an Audio Slave song. Okay, so. Now, where on earth am I going? Oh, I've taken the long way round now, haven't I? So I've got to go up and all the way around the thing. Why did I do this to myself? I took a wrong turn somewhere, wasn't paying attention. Look what happens. end up going the long way. Oops. So yeah, I mean, I was quite fascinated by the fact that these people would put so much time and energy into this, and it seems a lot like, what's that other game that it's like a game franchise almost. There's so many of them. I don't know, it won't come to my mind at the moment. It's not a game I've played. Yeah, but utterly huge, and the amount of voice acting, scripting, programming, world creation, and all sorts of interactions that they would do, they would have to do for something that size is just, astounding, really. I'm going to think better of this, and I'm switching characters because this guy's tired. It's not a good idea to take a tired character. You're all very excited out there. Okay, yeah, I can fight you here. Come on. No, you want to go away now. Right, well, have it your way. Okay, so. That's pretty good. I'll drop that. We'll just go switcheroo. And I'll get him another gun for on the site. King Vulture. It's got a bit of range. That might have to do for now. I don't think I've got anything with better range, have I? Nah. King Vulture's got the best range other than the crossbow, which is not such a bad idea. It's a bit slow though. Yeah. Okay, we'll keep the crossbow going. Okay. Pardon me. Between the King Vulture and the crossbow, that should be enough, right?
Down to the last magazine here.
You'll survive, trust me. On-site meds. And switch around. I could actually turn these defences on. I don't know if I need to. Probably. Do I? What's it going to cost me? Parts. Let's do it, as we are kind of hanging around this area, right? So who's going to take over? I need someone. Some pretty good skills. This one's got an incredible immune system. That is very helpful. Tom hasn't been out for a while. It's got gunslinging, resourcefulness. Okay, Tom, you're up. Right, all that business there. You can put the AK back. And let's get him a backpack. And it's good to go, everything's there. Except the meds. Okay, I will have to get the meds. Okay, what's next? What's next? This one. The gun. Oh, wrong thing. This one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right. Then my bolts. Molotovs. Right. And to switch the meds, I might just get some better stuff. Now, have I got enough? I hope so. Yes, I do. Thankfully, he can actually carry some more, so that's pretty good. Stimulants, maybe? But they last a bit longer. And one more napalm, because I actually used one of them. That's it. We're good to go. Alright, so that can go in. And I will be decked out to do whatever it is I need to do. I have got that, and this, and all wonderful things. Let's go. But will it work? Yes, I know. So my experience of course, you know, with like Skyrim, the thing is it takes so long to get in and out of the door, and it tends to seize, and the game tends to have a few glitches, seizing and such. And with Fallout, I've had trouble with it just shutting down. The game just like closes itself down, overloads and stops and freezes and all sorts. I couldn't produce a polished game for launch if their lives depended on it. AAA, yeah, look, there's a lot of pressure nowadays, isn't there? And so much competition, and they're like really pushing hard for the absolute, you know, cutting edge. And sometimes that's untested, right? So you stick with what you know, it's tested. Go cutting edge, and oh, that's a nice miss there. Go cutting edge, and you are literally, you know, risking quite a lot. And yeah, and I think there's pressure to get things out, yeah, so that someone else doesn't sort of come out with your idea and whatever. It never used to be that competitive. Is that 10 points? It wasn't a stop sign, but I'll give myself maybe, yeah, Yeah, I suppose it's still 10 points, isn't it? It's a sign. We like the big ones, you know, the stop, give way. There's a stop sign. Okay. We're here in the gas station. Oh, hello. You want to run in front of my car? Good one. Right. Hello.
Later.
Now, you'll notice that I'm letting them shoot the enemy because we are in plague zone and I don't want to wake up that plague heart right there. And the thing is, if zombies become too aware of me, as in I kill zombies that are aware of me, fight them like instead of sniping them. If I snipe them, I'll get them in stealth, if I even can. Then, yeah. Well, I won't. I'm not going to waste another bolt because sometimes it doesn't take from behind. So, if I get them in stealth, it won't count. But if they become aware of me and I have to fight a stack of zombies that suddenly spawn on me, then I may wake the plague heart, especially if there's a screamer. See, look at them all coming now. See this? Should that horde come rushing over for any reason, I have to run away, because if I fight them, then I'm getting very, very close to waking that plague heart. Very close. It's extremely dangerous. So I might do the climb on the car trick and let's snipe them. Oh, come on. You can climb, can't you? There, right. By the time you get up here, they'll be gone. So, am I just a little cranky or something? Just dealing with some... nah. I'm just not getting the shots here. I don't know why. So let's try this again. Okay, well they're going away, but now I've lost a few bolts, so it's a bit annoying. There was a freak zombie in there. So where are they going? I bet they're heading to where we have to go. That is my guess. What I can do is I can sneak up and I can throw a Molotov if there's a whole pile of them like that. And that can take them down, so I'm not sure why my shots are off tonight. Okay.
See you later, man.
Boneheaded apprentice Rochelle crashed our truck, ditched it when a horde showed up. Can you help me recover the parts she left behind? Yes.
We're mechanics. I'm teaching our newbie the ropes. It's a slow process.
Don't be mean.
I'm fine, by the way. Thanks for asking.
I'll be right there.
Well, thanks.
Okay, well it's just over there.
So you're like a car mechanic or something?
That's right. I want to set up shop, get some of the busted cars around here working again. Gotta do something, right?
Okay, so we've got to get the parts out of the car, and that just means sneak. Try not to alert any Z's. Yep, where are you? I can hear you. Got a few hanging around. There, I think maybe just inside there. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I can hear it and I can't see it. It sounds like it's really close. Oh, look, there we are.
Fire in the hole!
We're about to have company.
And now we have a feral on our
Man, our
hands.
truck is trash. Let's hope the parts are still there.
So,
See that?
I've got some news for you.
Why am I jumping on cars? That's exactly why.
Huh.
Did you see how my screen just froze then? The minute that mission came in, everything froze. If you're trying to fight the AI gets the advantage. It keeps going while you stop, while you freeze. Now, that to me is extremely frustrating. Yeah. Good shot. Right, I do have to at least kill one of them, just because I'm annoyed now. Okay, so... Good. Oh, I forgot I had gunslinging. That would have helped. I didn't even use it. How about that? The bigger the company, the lazier and more complacent they become. Do you think so? Or is it the bigger the game, or the bigger the more ambitious the game kind of thing, the more troublesome, the more glitches it potentially can have? I just
Looks like it's your
wonder.
lucky day.
Oh, hell yeah!
Right, let's get out of here. We've got a little scout waiting to squall. You know, they squeal and they call all their friends. Yeah, this one. So I don't mind leaving those bolts behind, actually. Always come back another time. Let's just get this thing done. So our hearts are still sleeping. That's good. Really good. Could have gone horribly wrong there if we had a screamer that went crazy.
Good
It
deal.
would be useful.
Thanks.
Hey, what's up? Come on, make yourself at home.
Screen freezing again. Gotta be fixed.
Hey,
Just saying. That's
See
like
you soon.
too much money and forget about making polished games. Yeah, the sheer size of some of these games, as in like just the download size, absolutely huge. And you know, the amount of complexity, it's just wow. I'm not sure how you can polish something because, you know, within like that, it's taken them 25 years to get it to a point of release. 25 years. So they could spend literally another, you know, 5 years just polishing up everything, I suppose. So
Motor cloud, watch yourself.
yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's a really massive endeavour, very ambitious. But the problem is with that, no matter how many years you spend, if you release a product that's just not ready, then unfortunately, what can happen is I have to turn at the, what is that, fruit stand? Okay. So yeah, unfortunately what can happen there
Plague
is
zombies around here.
that people get turned off, like with what happened with Cyberpunk, right?
Good and getting better, people.
I was so excited about Cyberpunk, and because I play Xbox, then the whole thing happened with it not, you know, really functioning well on Xbox, and so much for that, you know. 10 points. I get 10 points for that one. I am right for it. Okay. 20 points if you do it in reverse. Okay. Yeah. No, you don't. Okie dokie. Oh, it's freezing again. Not sure
Is
why.
anyone in here? Uh-oh.
Okay, that's why we've got a lot of Z's.
Might as well have stayed home.
Uh-huh. Are we in plague zone here? No, okay. Yep. So from you, I'm going to go this way and beat the horn. So there should be some good stuff in here for us. Not that we do we really need it? I'm not sure. They should find their way out. Okay, there they are, they're out. Now let's get them out of plague territory. Ah,
Some stuff for trade if anyone's interested.
it's really frustrating. Yep, it just froze on me. I'm gonna just roll down the hill on them. Oh. No, the car won't go that way. Doesn't want to. It's like, Meat wagon is great for this, by the way. You just drop that piece of meat, and then you're the best feral ever. Look at you. Straight into the. Get straight into position. That's exactly what I like. What a well-behaved feral, well trained. Right, and you too. Fantastic. Is that another one? We've got a whole stack of them there. Oh, you want to give me the lowdown? Yeah, you know, I'm kind of naive. I try to think the best of people, right? So I've always been really trusting. That's funny. Yeah. But anyway, it is at the end of the day that the product basically it's gonna sink or swim, right? So
Somebody moaning out there?
no more in here, so we're good. Just this one. Thought there was something. Okay. Yeah, it's a very nervous moment, I think, for yes, for water cloud grenades.
Wait,
Oh yay!
what the fuck just happened?
It says, field test, day 3. I'm having second thoughts about asking for field work. I've forgotten how horrible the outside world had gotten. Okay. And that, I already have quite a lot of those, but thank you very much for topping me up. And might I say, a demo hammer is a little... Wait. What's that about? Trying to switch that in. Okay, so... Oh, I know why. Yeah, okay. I did have to... It was going to put it in my inventory, not drop it. Oh, okay. Okay, combat. In fact, I was using this earlier, and what I noticed was I got more bolts back than you do from, like, the hunting crossbow. So, this Echo crossbow is a standard bolt, but it gives you a few more back. So... It's not a bad little crossbow. I think I've already got one on site though. I'm not sure I actually need it. It's good to sell though. That will give me influence.
Nice.
Yes, we can always do those. Now, where are we exactly? So that kind of gives us somewhere relatively close in this territory. I don't know if I can upgrade this here. What do I need a mod. Not a mod, what do you call a one of these things? Oh man, it is a mod, yeah. One of those. Don't need drone hacking. We should do our little influence gain thing. And we should definitely be doing our training. Our lounge, do we need to do anything here at the moment? Potentially not just yet. I mean, look at our morale is great. So this is giving us so many bonuses to our morale though. It's particularly good. 18, I did not pick up any more ethanol at this stage. I can, however, make some. So I can convert by using 3 food, which we're just getting, because we just moved, right? So the thing is, we're still building up. And look how much food I'm getting per day. 7.5. This is really good. And gives us +4 per day. But we have been making ethanol and making our own meds. For some reason, we seem a little short in supply of meds on this map. And I'm not sure why I'm suddenly finding that to be an issue. But it does tend to be. So let's keep people busy. We can, in fact, afford to make ourselves just the 1 ammo. It'll keep them, stop them arguing and carrying on. Now, I don't need that or that. Knowledge of cooking, we will be able to fix that up soon. So, a generator. So, yeah, but there's a few things we can replace here, realistically. If I can get the little white mod that will give us an extra slot, then we can get ourselves a different kind of outpost as well. Anyway, here, I think this is a materials outpost. I don't know if there's any point in dropping what we've got. I've strategically selected this one and this one, and I can set the traps for both, okay? So just so you know, if you're in container fort, you can choose this outpost here. That one's probably too close. This one here, you can set traps. See how it just touches? And that one there is a good strategic outpost as well. I'm not sure whether this one would be too close, but if you needed food, I guess you could try it. And if you need fuel, you've got that one there. So you just want to kind of block that area. What else do I have? I have this one over here, which I could actually give up my meds outpost, but the problem is I do need the meds from that, and this is just outside of the town area. So I managed to grab this, and it just helps me if I've got anything to do in there. I can kind of drag the hordes through, because you tend to get hordes through here, and just clear it out just a bit before I get going. So that's just a little strategy I have going. Now, let's not wait around too much.
I was out and about for a bit, so I brought back a few things.
That one needs another hit.
Right, so, okay. Now, I've got all kinds of stuff in here, and so what are we waiting for now? We've got this wandering trader, ammunition dealer. Do I need anything? I'm now up to 1,400 influence, so that's climbing pretty quickly. I do have some things I can sell as well, so we just need to keep building. And I can store 47 materials. Because we're going through, it's -2 a day, which I think I accidentally said +2 last time, but -2. So materials we are losing a bit, and I need to just keep topping that up. All right, well, let's just get back to an outpost and unload or do something. Drop off these materials anyway. I say we head back. Back down here. And then go back and take on that plague heart if we can. So,
very long. I
wonder if there's something under this bridge. I don't think I've ever looked. sometimes there are things under the bridge.
All quiet. At least as quiet as it can get this close to a plague heart.
So how are we going there? We just gained some things, I guess. +1 fuel. We just made ourselves some fuel. Or did I receive it? Not sure. Because I can make it as well. Alright, we've got some friends just there. That's right. That's pretty close to yet another one. Those between here. And we do have some people to help, and we've also got the sniper command. So, not too bad, really. I think I'll go this way. It's being a bit dodgy, isn't it? Okay. So I do have quite a few things. I've built up to a point where I have some things on my side to help me through any situation. As long as I remember that I have them, like remembering that you have gunslinging or striking, something like that, right? Okay. Okie dokie. There's our people, and that's the plague heart that I want to go and get. We'll have to have a closer look at it. But I'm going to go and drop this stuff off back at base. Now we've done the rookie quest. This is going a bit better. That didn't freeze at least. Why am I doing this? Because anything close by will run into this. We'll just keep the area clear. We've got some friends just there, so I like to keep my friends alive. And you have to go. So, let's go. Get back, refuel, switch characters again. Unfortunately, this guy is going to get tired any moment because we just did that that whole thing. So, someone's got my back here. Not getting sneaked on, am I? See, look at them all building up. So you'll find that they do build up from time to time. What you can do is set off a firework or something like that, and just inside the zone here, the block rocker will do it. It'll draw everything.
Do not go out alone. That rugged individual shit was always a miss.
No, and that's why we bring somebody with us when we go and do a play card. We bring one of our neighbours or something like that. Right. What have I got here? I've got the bloke. I'm not bringing those. Okay. Now I've got an absolute truckload of stuff here, and literally a truckload. And that is because I want to take it to go and do the play card with. So I think I can put those in. That gives us lots of bullets. It's a nice strong gun, so hopefully it'll do what it's supposed to do. Now, 3 of these. I've got 6. I've got 12 now. That's fine. I don't need those. That's fine. What else can I eliminate here that I don't need? I think I've got enough. Yeah, I do, because I have a couple of remote box mines as well. So let's just reorder this quickly. Let's put those together. And yeah, I can just put all of these together. Good. So resourcefulness is really useful when you're doing something like this, because that extra pocket and the amount that you can carry stack size for your painkillers and so on is very, very helpful for your character when they are being, you know, attacked by these. Chased as it happens in this game. Have I run out of spaces? Maybe I have. Ooh. Well, I could reduce remote box mines. I don't think I'm really going to need them if I've got these guys. So let's just go with this. And the rest of it at will, I'd say. Done. And what I need is one of those. And do I need the other one? Not just yet, but it's a good idea to make sure that your vehicle is fixed up before you go somewhere, because it does get gradually lose condition to the point at which
can't make plans. We can. That's why we're alive.
Nah, please don't anyone get up. It's just me.
It's not going to let me do it, is it? I'll have to do it on this one and pull it out. Okay. No? Why can I not take a gas can out? Do I not have any? What's going on? It's not going to let me do it? I can't get one? This car is parked. I don't understand. Okay. I think maybe I have to be in the parking space. Let's try this parking space. It said parked, but it won't do it. Okay. Alright, so there we go. No? The inventory's full. Oh, okay. Oh, I got too excited and I filled up my car and it's saying, no, you can't do that. Alright, let's just take these out. Doesn't matter, as long as I've got something out of there. And now I can do it. Right. There's a lot of freaks. Okay, which one were you referring to? There's rather a lot of freaks. Now, before I go anywhere, I'm going to make sure this car is well and truly fixed. And it is at maximum. Right, it just gives gives us that extra bit of buffering should any Z's jump on the car, which they will for sure. So I've got two of those, I've got plenty of those, I've got that, and it's looking pretty good. So I'm happy to take these in and those. Switch my person. Let's go do it. Let's go get rid of that play card.
Brighten my day.
That's nice to know. Okay. Just a standard backpack or no backpack, it doesn't matter. On site, I usually prefer my people in light carry to try to keep in light carry, or as carrying as little as possible.
More days like these.
And they seem to fight better. I don't have any problems with people and their fighting capabilities on site, so no problem. Right. Yeah, one time I got fed up with all the banging and crashing in this place, all the shooting constantly, and I gave everybody a crossbow. They still did a pretty good job of it though. I mean, but they all had like Hunter's crossbow classic. Not light crossbow. So that was pretty good. It's got to make sure it's got enough range. And it stopped all that noise. That constant noise. It's a little bit much. Actually, I'm not going to. Let's just unequip. Actually, I'll equip Phil and then unequip. Hey, how's that? No, you. That one. Yep. Oh, what am I doing? I'm unequipping because I don't want them. Because otherwise, what they try and do is shoot with that thing, right? I'm still not getting this right. Try it again. There we go. That's it. Good. So, next. What have we got there? Striking, assault, cardio. So, people still are often building up their cardio skill to maximum. Seth has been out and about and is almost at full on the wit skill. Who else do I have here? I have Marshmallow, needs to kind of work skills up. Soundproofing, pretty good. Striking, sharp shooting, I don't mind, of course. And we have Tariona here, who has discipline and close combat. And close combat is really good because they don't get as tired fighting at close range. So it basically gives you that little bonus when you're fighting, that they can fight for longer if they're swamped. So do I take her or do I take Elijah? Was Elijah, I think it's a J sound, has discipline and striking. So looking pretty good on health and pretty good on stamina. And the striking gives us the Grand Slam. So I quite like that actually. Sharp shooting is a good one. So I'm actually happy to take him. I think he can go. What has Grace got there? A big Hank rifle. And he
I'm
has...
lucky to have you guys. I mean it.
This. Okay, so we're looking pretty good on materials now, and we just need to get the meds up. So now our food is up to 24. I'm going to keep it over 20. Let's go and make ourselves some of this. And of course, soon I will be...
Get electricity hooked up.
We do have a way. So soon I will be making a trade depot. Okay. For now, we just want to keep on going. Take down these two plague hearts that are separate, that are alone, basically. Do that safely, and we're looking good with influence. We should have a lot more influence then, and we can think about what we're going to do next to improve this community. So that is the key. I've got a handgun in the car, and I think I did I put a nice light crossbow in? Yes, it should still be in there. I'll just go and check, but I think so. So in which case, we just need the meds. Got everything we need. Let's just get the good ones. We'll take those. And I did use some, so I'm going to just take a few extras just in case we get swamped. Problem with explosives is how loud they are as well.
Man, I really hope somebody hears this and gets me out of this fucking jam.
You're going to hear me just go, ugh, every time it freezes like that.
Uh-oh. Juggernaut.
Well, yeah, this is getting really, really crazy over here. So I need to switch on my traps and get these guys to run around the corner and sort that out, because otherwise they're going to come for us, aren't they? You know, that's just how it goes. So, I do have it. Yay! I do. Okay, put those in. It's a case of just having it all organised and ready to go. So, I've got those. I need that many and that many. And I'm going to take the good ones. And those. And one of those. Nope, I want to drive. Yep, nope, not ride, drive. Yep. That's it. That's the one. Okay. Right. Let's go these guys over the line.
That didn't happen.
I think that's the one, isn't it? Yep. Why? Oh, I need, of course. How frustrating. Okay. Well, meantime, I can run them over, I guess. As long as there's no bloaters, we're good. There you go. Right, so hopefully my button won't get stuck. Am I allowed in? Okay. So we need to get to parts. Oh goodness, this again. Alright. What else don't I want? What is that thing? Oh, I got a wraith. Hooray! I like the wraith. I'm just adjusting my sound here. It's kind of a bit loud in my ear. Alright. So, do I want a fencing tool? Tempting, but I think this guy is just striking. Blunt weapons. Okay, so I need a blunt weapon. So I have 54 parts. I can just do it. Just. What have we got here? Wandering trader. Survivor in trouble, just there. But we are going to switch these on. So it's hard to get to it, isn't it? It's hard to get to anything because you constantly have quests coming in. So I'm saying, oh, I want to get the play cards done, and the next thing there's a survivor in trouble. And we're being overwhelmed by hordes of zombies, and just actually getting to your objective is an extreme challenge. And it gets like harder depending on the zone, right? So I really need to. I do have a bunch of stuff there. There's still a few things in that, I think. Alright, I'm going to make a whole lot of noise now. And get all these zombies, to follow me. And I'm getting my 10 points, thank you. So, come on, you blighters. Yeah, I see you on the map. Keep coming. We're not done yet. Aha! That's it. If you've got a loud gun, you can just stand there and like just shoot once or twice, and they'll all come running. So this is starting to clear up a bit. Right. There we go. And I have, yeah, there was another one coming. So they come from all around. No, they're going up the road. So I'm happy to. Let's call them in. Yeah? I hear that feral somewhere. Wherever you are. Come Come this way. Come and join the fun. The festivities are over this way. Okay. Yeah, they're sort of getting interested in coming up the road. Just I saw this one move just a tiny bit. This way. Beep beep. That's it. There you are. Look at them up there. Come on. Where do you think you're going? This way. Catch me if you can. 20 points. It's in reverse. Oh, that one doesn't. One's just wandering aimlessly down the road. So now I bet there's an absolute stack. Look at this. Right, come on, let's clear this area. Yep, follow the leader. Wake up. Roll call. Pile of bodies. Oh, look at them all here. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. All you have to do is toot your horn. No need to go spending a stack of whatever it is you have to spend. That or use a lure. Just a bit of patience, a bit of driving around and tooting the horn, and we can just clear up a little bit of this problem over here. You're just a single one, so I'm not too worried. Let's go see what this survivor is. What's going on down here?
If I take out
Now,
the nearest play card, this
see
should
this?
clear up.
That is a problem for me because it's in plague territory. But if I go over here, it's not. Yeah, come on, you little prick. Come on. Follow me. I've got a surprise for you. The over 50 rage against the feral. Oh dear. Where is it? Where are you? Huh? There you are. I see you running around there like a little ant. Come on. Woo. Yeah. Take that. Right. Now we're looking at a slightly better situation. Yeah, I know you can. And I've got lots of samples to come and pick up as well, but I'll do that off. I won't do that on stream. Boring me wandering around picking up samples. And who else have we got that I can drag around? Come on, anyone else?
Is anyone in here?
Come on. Yeah, I think they turned into a Z. Bottom line is though, I'm not waking that plague heart until I want to, even though the game, if you noticed, the game is trying to get me to wake the plague heart, right? That's why it's giving me these quests in this area, close to it. And I'm not obliging. I'm saying no. I'm not waking up the plague heart. Not yet, not till I'm good and ready. That's it. Alright. So, this person here, quite potentially we could find something good. Yeah. And actually I can just run these guys over because we're not in the plague zone here. So, as long as I'm out of the plague zone, it's not a big deal. Oh yeah. Look at them all. Not about me, I'll just keep going this way. They love it if you have a crash. They get so excited. Human to eat! The humans are helpless! Quick! Go get them! Oh dear. Alright. Right, well, I can pretty much just sneak around here now, I guess. If I can find a place to park.
As long as this is plague territory, this place ain't never gonna
I'll probably
feel
have to
safe.
kill one or two of them. If you sneak away, they kind of lose interest. And you can just like take them down with your crossbow. What was that? Same position, but what's the deal with the fence? You can't shoot through a fence? Okay, I don't know. It seems it. Yeah, okay, we're getting surrounded now. They're coming from everywhere. This is getting crazy. Alright, something weird with this. No! Okay. What's the deal? Am I slightly off? Ah, that's 3. It's the fence. It's not me, it's the fence. Okay, you can't shoot through a fence. Or past anywhere close to a fence. Anywhere close to a fence and it won't give you the shot. That should have been a shot 3 times, surely. Well, I'm going to get detected. Ah, no. Run for it. Run, run, as fast as you can. Come on now. Alright, looks like we're just going to have to get back to the car and hot foot it. It's not going to let us get in here yet. Yeah.
And no more door.
Yeah. Okay. That's enough. No, the game's just it's trying to make me kill plague zombies who are aware of me. No, I'm not doing it. Now my car's going spinning around like a lunatic. Where it should just turn normally, so I have to go really slow. It's like suddenly the tyres become slick, like there's an oil slick on the road. Alright, game. I see what you're trying to do. Yeah, come this way, no shit. And you. Okay. that's that done. Now, I did want to go the other way, but I'll have to fix the car now. Or do I? Is that my side? The other side. Still. No, I'm not heading off with that. Okay, I'll give up. I relent. There was no point attempting to continue with that. The game was trying to overwhelm me. And so far, because I left, we haven't woken it up. Yet. Had I stayed, had I taken on those fights, had I taken the bait, we would have woken the plague heart. So, lesson there. Sometimes you just walk away. I'll come back later, I'll get the loot, and there'll be a whole lot less trouble to deal with. Alright, so I'm going to have to get, let's put something back in here. Let's just put that in, and I'll get a kit. I'm not going to start this with a car that is damaged. That's not a good idea. So I could, but I'd rather not. If I don't have to. And in this zone, I mean, it's, you know, in lethal you just go. You know, you wouldn't like spend that toolkit right there. In Nightmare and Lethal, potentially. I don't know about Nightmare. It depends how well you're doing with toolkits. But in this zone, I can do it, and the only problem is setting off your traps takes up all your parts. So you just end up, like, it's 150 parts for me to set off, you know, 3 of my outposts. So that's 50 parts per outpost to set off your traps. So you've got to kind of figure that out against the fact that you need parts in order to make things like toolkits, right? So being strategic with where you're setting off your traps, and also ensuring that you go back around, I will do it off stream, that you go back around and you collect your plague samples, because look at this. I'm in Dread Zone. I have 123 plague samples, and a lot of those are from collecting from around my traps from my outposts. So you can actually do really well in that regard. Now this character will be tired soon. I am going to get a person. I am going to get somebody to follow me and help me with this. I'm not doing this purely alone. But sometimes the game will push hard against you, and it's easier to go with the flow there. And what I've learned is the plague heart, if you don't get it the first time, just don't try to go against the flow, you know. If it doesn't work out, then yeah, we've got quite a few of you there, haven't we? Okay. That's what I mean. Just one shot and it gets their attention. They will sort of start running towards you. It's a look how many there are. Look at that.
There's the screamer.
So it just helps to clear the zone. Yeah, see there was a horde and 2 screamers just waiting, and I'm trying to get to there. So I can in fact just drive this little car here. It's a good little car to have. If you find one of these, you can use it at your traps like I do to just call in anything that's close by, because the siren has, I think it has more. If I do that, it goes further than a car horn. So here comes a screamer, so we're going to actually clear this screamer. And if I go up this driveway a bit, I should be able to get the other one as well. Not quite. Yeah, but look at them all coming out of the woodwork. This is what you find. As you clear this area, here comes the feral. Alright, let's go back this way a little. I can hear a juggernaut somewhere. Not quite far enough. Down here. Is that reaching? Just. They're coming closer. So I want these guys to come in. As long as they hear you the first time, they will keep on running. And make sure you get far enough away.
There doesn't really seem to be much in here.
Because one of the problems is if they're on fire and they attack you, you take extra damage. It's not good, especially a feral. So be very careful with that. Make sure you're really inside your zone there. Don't risk that. Alright, and I've got another horde to get up here. It's relentless. Still coming? Still coming. How are we going? So I've still got one horde up the road there. And a whole lot. Look at that. I've got all of those. 1, 2, 3, and I don't know, probably about 6 or 7. Oops. To pick up there as well. So this way, guys. Keep coming. I might just have to run these ones over. Let's get it a bit slow. Oh, here they come. Come on. You think you can get me? Let's go get our person. We've now cleared up the space for them. That's a lot better. So we've still got this area just here to sort out. It's relentless. Yeah, you just got to keep on it. There's play examples on the floor in here too.
Hey, how you been?
Oh, not so good.
Hey, how's life treating you?
Yeah, being a bit beaten up. Look at the other
Hey,
guys.
what's up?
93. Oh, not too terrible. Okay. I'm going to go get the other guys close by and we'll take them. These guys are a bit beaten up, so I'd rather not risk them. They're good little trading partners right there. And they're constantly being attacked. I try to actually save them because otherwise they could get overwhelmed and we'll lose our trading partners, which I wouldn't be too impressed with. So my work is done there. Let's go get our person and we're good to go. Why do I feel there's something at base that I need to do? There is. Just a feeling, right? Instinct.
There's a visitor here. I'll make them comfy until you can talk to them.
How's that? My instincts were correct. I start the game today. I need 300 star value for an outpost, but I can't. I have, but can't get it. Okay. Joker. What it could be is, I will just show you. What you could have a problem with is if you look in, when you go to this screen here, which is your base screen, so you'll see on the right of the screen, it says outposts, and it'll have a number of slots for your outposts. Now, you have to have an empty slot for the outpost, okay? So if you don't have an empty one, which for me right now, all mine are full. And so I can't get another outpost. Even if I can afford it, I can't get it because my slots are full. So therefore, I would think that might be the issue, that you need to actually upgrade your communications area, your command center, and you click on it and it will have your upgrade options. Now where I am, I'm already at the highest level, which is command center level 3. However, you can get a mod to put in here which gives you, you can make it in your workshop. I don't know, you might know some of this, right? So okay. Because I already have 2. Yeah, right. So what you can do is, if you've got a workshop, you see this here where I'm clicking, you get this one, items and produce ammo. You get attachments and crossbows. And now I'm up to workshop level 3. Now once you get up to workshop level 3, you can do this, facility mods. And what you want to get is this thing, a signal antenna. If you don't already have one, put that into, you make that and you put it into this slot here, which I can either use, I don't need that, but if I had one, I could just click it and it would probably take, you know, a few minutes to put in because your people have to actually do it, you know. And that will give you one more slot so that you can then go and get your outpost. Does that help? And so, yeah, there's options to upgrade that facility and therefore get more outposts. Okay, let's go find these people. All right, people. It's time. It's time. It's time. I want to clear this.
What makes the air taste so bad?
Yeah, I bet it does taste pretty gross, actually. Okay, yeah, look at them all hanging around. Well, I have a solution for that. It's called scent block, and I have some, and I'm very, very happy to. So, for now, let's just not wake them up. No, you don't know I'm here. You never saw me. That's okay, doll. No, that's good. You know, and the more the merrier with outposts, that's for sure. It really, really helps your community. Okay. So, who can I use from here? Where are they? They've all run away. They're like, not me, don't pick me.
Grass.
No.
You're still alive.
You have fighting, shooting, pretty good cardio. 130. I'm liking that. What about you?
Hey, what's up?
No.
Hey, what's up?
What about you? No, 90 out of 100. So I think
Hey,
Ivory.
have a friendly face.
Ivory is our best bet here. So Ivory, you're
Grass.
coming with
You're
me.
still alive.
I'm happy to pay you $100 to come and risk your life. Taking on this play cart. So, let me get organised. Yay! Oh, we just got some stuff. We're at day 30. So I have done some playing off screen, as I've said, you know, some of the mundane stuff. I try to just get that over with off screen so that you don't have to watch me do it. I'm at it again. Am I like slightly to one side or something? What am I doing tonight? Yes, finally. I'm starting to frustrate myself. And I think... No, he doesn't. He's the sharpshooter. So, okay. Now the plague heart is just there. And what I want to do is I want to scope the plague heart out. What does this guy reckon he's doing? I'm not sure what his game is. All right. So I have got all of this stuff, and the problem for me is, should I just take another one just in case? I think it's a good idea. I'm full on those. So we will have to run back here if there's any problem. Let's get the scent block. That's one thing I do need to do. So I do need to have one scent block on me. What can I... Ooh, what do I not need so much of? Probably nothing. How's that? How about I just take it now?
Almost empty on that.
Yeah, so we've got our scent block. Now, as long as we stay in crouch, our follower will stay with us, all right? And the minute you stand up, they run off and they start fighting everything in sight. But while we're in crouch, and we've got the scent block, the zombies are not going to be too bothered with us. Now, I am short one stamina item, but yeah, it means I still have two. Now, where is it? We need to know where it is, and that way, how we can approach it best. Let's go for a sneak through the house. Because we've got the scent block on, we can actually find out exactly.
I gotta make this
Sneak
quick.
through. Is it here? No. The only thing we can't fool is the feral, of course. Now, I can't get up here. No, I have to... Whoops. And sometimes...
Spotted a plague zombie. Be careful.
Right. So, we can't fool feral. Feral will... Absolutely. And can you see the problem already? I've got my scent block here, and this person is just over there doing their thing. It's absolutely crazy. So anyway.
Fire in the hole! Fuck yeah, it's hurting! Don't let up!
I'm in crouch, and they just won't let up. Where's that little one? Where is he?
Open your eyes. Here they come. Zed's coming in, all sides.
Hell yeah, that shit worked great!
We got it.
Just
That
like
did it.
that, it's history.
Now, we have a problem with this guy. Oh, come on. Right, that's the end of that. We got the plague heart.
Now, I don't think that Red Talon is the only group that can take back this world. But I'm damn sure nobody out there is going to work harder than us to do it.
I don't know who you are, but you need to be quiet because this is my moment. And you too. You're stealing my glory. I'm not happy about that. You're stealing my glory. This is a glorious moment. We snuck on this plague heart. We planned it. We snuck up on the plague heart. We succeeded, and Ivory is still alive. I would call that a success. Now, I'm very, very pleased, but I still have all of these other ones to go. And here's the issue. Okay, I've got that one alone, that one alone. So I've got two more I can get on their own. Then, the minute either of any of these wake, they wake the next one. So, that's a problem. If I start to do that one, if I take one of these on, I need to be ready to take the next one. So there is the issue right here for us. That is the challenge. Now we can just get going and come back here another time. I don't have to try and collect all this right now. It's actually not a very good idea, because quite typically, once you do a plague heart, that it likes to send a horde around to just remind you that you've upset the balance. And, you know, because, of course, it was plague territory and they wanted to kind of claim it back, right? So we want to give them a little bit of time. You see, it's sending a bloater now. 2 bloaters, they're on their way. So we'll give that a little bit of time. I'll go back and I'll collect once I'm done. I have a little bit of time left with my scent block, and we got back safely. And Ivory, you're lucky to be alive. What more can I say? 69 132,
Yes.
You're no good to me now, so I'm just going to dismiss you.
Stay alive, all right?
No, you're the one who needs to try and stay alive. Seriously, the AI did not do what it would normally do, and that's a bit frustrating. Anyway, I'm happy to say I just need... Okay, I'll just grab some of these, just in case I get jumped by anything. A horde anywhere. And what do we
Hey,
need?
what's up? Yo, want to trade?
Yeah, sure.
Trading is the thing. It's the thing. Now, I don't want to have to make these, so I'm happy to pay this guy to make them for me. Fuel. I think I do need fuel. I'm happy to grab it. What else do they have? Ooh. Oh, that's an Uzi. Okay, well, I don't really like Uzis. Not fussed on Uzis, I've got to say. And... A medicine textbook, do I need it? No. But I'm happy to take this back to base. And bask in my glory that I'm very pleased that was a success. So, what more can you ask for than a success? And look at this bloater is just waiting for us to drive out so he can run at us. No such luck. Okay. All right, here we are, back to the safer territory with our plague traps. They should still be going, the traps. They do last a fair while. So if you look, it will tell you how long you have. So it tells me here, my traps are now down. All right, so that was it. That was the end of those traps. They're down. However, these ones should still be going. 54 minutes left. Okay, so you'll see under it says destroy nearby zombies for 1 hour and 30 minutes. And then it says active, and it tells you how much longer you have with that particular outpost trap. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen that before, but that's how you know. Okay, so you look there, and that will tell you. Now these do have to be active almost all the time. So I'm going to actually activate them again, but we need parts. So I'm going to have to do something about the fact that I don't have parts right now. Probably got some backpacks and things like that that I can get rid of. If I have lots of materials, I can actually break down some materials for parts. I really have to. And it's really worth having those outpost traps going. It really is worth it. Okay, I'm going to leave one in here because I think I have 4 in the car. I normally just carry 3. Okay, so what do I have that I can break down? You can look at, it's better to sell the mods if you've got extras because they actually will give you lots of influence. 1,413 influence. doesn't seem like very much for a plague heart. You know, I don't feel like I've got much for that. I really don't. So red and yellow, I think I'll probably get rid of that. So that gives us 20 parts. Up to 24. I need something else. Have to think about it. Now you can break down all kinds of things. You can salvage. So what am I not using? This thing. I can salvage that for 5 parts, for instance. Road flare I'm not using at the moment. Don't know what else. Let's see. I'll keep that just in case. This one gives us 47 parts, so actually, let's get rid of it. I'm not using it, it's too heavy. I don't like my people having being in heavy carry. I like them to be in light carry. So we now have 76, and therefore I can just go. It is happening. So they're really pessimistic. Like, oh, that's not happening. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, la 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 la. No, I'm sorry. You have no choice. You're doing it anyway. So, so I've got my grumpy on tonight. And anyhow, anywho, they if they annoy me, you know about it. So it says game of 50 plus. I'm over 50. I'm allowed to get a little grumpy, right? So comes with the territory. These young yahoos. Where's my Snickers bar when I need one? I don't have a Snickers bar. What can I say? Yes. Anyway. Okay, does that need fixing? Oh, only 3. It's not terrible. Happy to put that back in there. And the next person comes along and takes that gun there, and not only is it good for killing ferals, but it also packs a punch, so if you need those few extra shots for a plague heart, you can do it. Okay. Also going in there is that. And then I figure the person can get the rest of this for themselves. I don't really need that. I'm happy to just leave all of this stuff in, and we're going to go and get the next one. So yes, that is the endeavour. So 3 of those, 2, 2 and 4 is probably more than I normally would have, but the joy of being over 50, yeah, that's right. Hey, you know, I've actually said a few swear words. I wouldn't normally, but in my past, like this stream and the last one, I actually
Watch it.
I said, you know, the SHI, and I didn't say the F-bomb. Did I? Oh, yes, I did. I got annoyed with a zombie that jumped on the car, and I did call it an F-er. Okay. This is, okay, we're up to number 10. This is episode 10. And with some of the changes, I mean, I'm really liking. I didn't know whether I would actually like this change to the game. I didn't know because I know like Get Good did not like it. Get Good Fox hates this, and I don't know how he's sitting with it now or whether he likes it. I'd be interested to know. But he wasn't the only one. There were lots of people who did not like the way that these plague hearts now behave, and this whole system of having to be like you're seeing me being so sneaky and so careful. And you know, I walked up to the plague heart, I hit one zombie and it's like, oh, it's awake. You know, and I barely hit any Z's in the plague zone at all. I've been avoiding like crazy if you watch my streams. And so, yeah, I guess the thing that's made me cranky the past 2 streams is how it's freezing on me. I'm having this issue with the game kind of freezing up. So that's just made me a bit cranky. So I'm not going to swap here, actually. I'm going to go back to base. These guys want to claim this shop, and I'm going to say, I want this map to cool down. It's too hot at the moment. So I'm going to be logging out of the game, and what you can do is you can log out, and when you log back in, a lot of the spawns do disappear. So, did I set these traps off? I can't. Oh, having a moment. I did? I did set them off, yes. There we go. Okay. Otherwise I'm just calling sorrow upon myself. Look, they come running. They love it. They love the explosive experience. Come on. I wouldn't call it a joyride. I'm thinking about I'm the one who's joyriding. Yeah, come on, big boy. It was the end of him. I love the way it takes the jugs down as one shot, you know. Don't run away. I'm not done with you yet. So I've been a bit cranky because it's hard to manage, and it's actually really nerve-wracking when your whole screen just suddenly freezes because somebody's got something to say on the radio, or something, you know, when you go into a new territory and that the words come up on the screen and the whole friggin' thing freezes. You know, and you're trying to drive and you can't see what's in front of you, and the AI is continuing in the background while you can't see anything. And that, for me, has been really annoying. So I've been a little bit irritable with it. Trying to be patient, but I know there's a lot to fix. But that, to me, is very stressful. You know, if I was in green or standard, I'd be annoyed, but I wouldn't be so stressed. But in this zone, I don't want to lose my community members. I don't want to end up, you know, hitting a bloater, then another one comes along and dives on me as well, and then there's two ferals, and oh, come on. And that's all because the screen froze. So, you know, I'm not too impressed with that factor. So, yeah, I'll be very happy when that's fixed. Very happy. But I do actually like the system. Like, for me, because I quite like the sneaky, I quite like the challenge of not waking them up. Like, to me, I don't want to wake up the whole map and then, you know, fight a gazillion zombies. That's not really, I'm sure that's fun for some people, but for me, it's not really my way of playing. I want to kind of go and plan and have a strategy and kind of figure it out that, okay, well, my next one is either this one or it's this one here, right? And then by then, I would hope that I have collected a few more things, such as a biochem station, so I can make more scent log, or another quest for scent log, so that I can, so with that in mind, we have a mysterious stranger. So let's talk to that person, and maybe that's what we have. You never know.
Don't shoot, it's me.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to the people who were on submarines.
Bloater gas, I absolutely am
Glad
in.
you see it that way.
Yep, we're in for the bloater gas thing. So anyway, I'm going to take that so we don't lose this person. We need bloater gas to take down enemy enclaves, because they are particularly difficult, particularly as you get above from Dread Zone up, they become very dangerous. Okay, so I now am very happy I have that, but let's have a look at our community and how we're doing. So we want to survive and thrive. So not just survive, but survive and thrive. We are self-sustaining. I do need to start that up again. But we have our own power and water at this stage. We have a garden that, when the seeds are planted, gives us 7.5 food per day, which is pretty good, right? We have all these different ways to keep our morale high. So we, at the moment, have a lounge. We have a fighting gym, which gives us extra health. And in here, we can make our own ammunition. So we keep that going, and it just cycles around and keeps us above the line. Everything is in a plus balance except for materials. All right, so the only thing we need to do is just make sure.
Development to report.
is make sure our materials don't drop down too low. And then we are going to be replacing probably the lounge with a trade depot, okay? And as much as I love the lounge, we would have to have a different kind of leader. So I'm happy with a trade leader at this point. I will be switching it. I do want to have the building legacy this time round, so that next time we go in to an area, we already have power and water. See, if you didn't have power and water as a thing, you could free up this slot here and this slot here. Getting 2 more outpost slots is another thing that I want to do, and the way I will do that is, of course, not only finding the signal antenna and putting that in, but also, which I haven't found in this map so far, which is unusual, I know, but it just hasn't, there hasn't been one anywhere in the map so far. So I need to either make one, or I have to go and try to find one from one of the special traders on the weekend and then bring it in to this community. So that is the plan. So that's the plan. Let's externalize our the power. The generator is kind of on site anyway, but more importantly, let's just get water on. And so we free up that slot. We need to free this slot, which means that if we're going to do that, we've got to ensure that the items that we have in other areas are producing, or our people are producing enough morale to keep us up in a higher level of morale. Now, I have kept this map free of infestations. You'll see, no infestations, 0. 0 infestations, and that's just the way I like it, and that's the way I intend to keep it. The mysterious wandering trader I will be visiting, and I am going to continue some play behind the scenes and see if I can in fact find what I'm looking for to give us an extra slot for our outposts. I can't trade with this person at this stage, but yeah, weekends we find that the network trader comes in, and that's particularly beneficial. But this character needs to be swapped out because he is too tired, so don't run a tired character. It's just not a good idea. And he needs something, so there we go. He's now got his gun. It doesn't need that, and it doesn't need that. So the gun is 7.62s. Oh, what's going on there? That was weird. If you're facing the supply locker and you go to reload your gun, he swings the melee weapon instead. Okay, just showing off, I guess. Right. Very interesting. So, no, what am I doing? He just has to have, there we go, no, the on-site, don't be greedy, that you just have what's on site, there we go. Repair, 1, yeah, why not? I'd like to have someone to trade with here, and you can actually bring somebody as a follower from another enclave. Like I could just go pick up those people, pick up someone for $100 somewhere, 100 influence, and bring them back here and, you know, sell them stuff for, you know, 600-700 influence, whatever, depending. If you make upgrade the steel, you can make luxury items, which is something that I was planning to. See how we can do this, but the problem for me is in order to do these sorts of things, it takes, like I can do this now actually, I can brew craft beer. Does it, what am I going to use? 3 food. So I only have 20 food, that's my problem. I need this to generate, we're getting 4 plus 4 a day I think of food. So right now it's 7.5 and you'll see here, I'm plus 4 per day. all right, on food. So I need that to keep cycling around for a little while longer, so I have enough so that I can make some of this craft beer and such. And that will sell for like 100 influence per pack, which is pretty good. All right, well, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I hope you're going well with the new update, update 33. And are you having an issue on the Xbox with the screen freezing like me? Is that happening to you as well? I'd be interested to know. And my cord fell out, so my lead fell out. So I hope you could hear me there. But yeah, so let me know. Send me a message and let me know what issues are you facing, what do you like about the update, what are you enjoying, and what are you finding to be an issue or a problem. And also remember, you can actually go and file that separately with Undead Labs if you do have the time, and let them know so that they can try to fix it and put it into the next update. Okay, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and have fun gaming. This is Gamer 50 Plus channel. I'm Saphiria, and I will be back on Monday with some more State of Decay. I will be playing on Wednesday with the Play and Explore series starting at 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and I am going to be doing a very large game this time, so it has a few issues. It's difficult with the music, but I'm going to give it a go, and I just want to show you some aspects of that game that I think is a very enjoyable game, very playable, and it just always has something interesting to do. Anyway, bye for now, and I shall see you next week with State of Decay, or sooner, I hope. Okay, take care.